All right, so I used to be extremely comfortable in life. Most of my days would literally just consist of going to school, coming back, hitting the gym, coming back home and playing video games, hopping on Snap, trying to text some girls, and that was it. That was pretty much a lot of my life. Just chilling, playing video games, not worrying about the future. Fuck that. The future, like, who cares, bro? Let me just have some fun right now, play Call of Duty with the boys, and it's all good. And obviously, I've realized just how wrong that lifestyle was. And over the past year and a half, I've experienced a lot of discomfort and pain ever since I started doing boxing and Muay Thai. And there's a lot of life lessons that I've learned. There's a lot of growing that has happened. And there's been a lot of fucking pain. And by pain, I mean like literal pain. So there was this gym that we used to go to spar. Now, I primarily train in Muay Thai. So to go from really Muay Thai, sparring in Muay Thai to sparring in boxing, it's actually quite a bit different. With boxers, they kind of are a bit more like bladed. Their feet are their like knees are kind of more down. They obviously emphasize on punches. There's no kicks or anything like that. So it's pretty different, man. And I remember we would go to this gym quite often, to spar and all that. Eventually, we kind of just stopped because they just stopped letting us in. But yeah, we used to just go there to spar just for extra practice. And I remember this one dude that I sparred. Now, oh my God, this kid, everyone there at that gym was like straight up good. They were amateurs. They had been doing boxing for quite a long time. So yeah, it was like I was going up against really good people. And there was this one dude that I was going up against, and he was keeping it light on me, not doing anything crazy, just keeping it light, keeping it smooth, keeping it chill, working his jab and shit. He kept landing because goddamn, my head movement is awful. But I remember just putting my arm around him and just clinching him in the weirdest way possible. It was kind of like a headlock. I didn't mean it. It's just something that's pretty natural to me because, I did wrestling and yeah. So I'm like, it was like the wrestling that was kind of taking over during the clinch, and that really pissed him off. And I remember this one shot that he did on me at the end of the round where it was like a cross and then a hook, I think. And it was probably the most painful shot I've ever taken on the head. And I remember just having to I paused for a second, took my headgear off, and I just left the fucking ring. And I was like, dude, I was fucking dazed badly. I actually thought I had a concussion. Thank God we don't fucking go to that gym anymore, because goddamn, that gym was like a nightmare to spar at. I got punched up. There were instances too where I got punched up and shit like that. But yeah, that was, that's one of the examples of just the amount of pain and discomfort that I've really been dealing with during my time doing martial arts. And honestly, a lot of you guys may shit on this and be like, oh, what you're doing is super risky, you should only be doing light technical sparring. And I kind of disagree with that. I kind of believe you need a bit of brain damage. You need a bit of a beating if you want to become better. I remember after that instance at that gym, I remember just being a lot more motivated to just work on my defense and just improve my head movement. And I feel like that's when I made really the most growth in this sport. I started to really just emphasize head movement more, emphasize keeping my hands up, emphasize just trying to put more pressure. And I felt like I became a way better fighter just off, one of those many instances during my time doing this shit. And it's because of that pain. Because once you feel pain, it's like, fuck, you don't want to ever feel it again, right? So that's really what motivated me to just become better, because I don't like to get punched up. I don't like to get beaten up. I don't like to take hard shots. I want to become the best that I can be. And part of that sometimes is like, fuck, you got to take a bit of a hard shot. You got to take a bit of brain damage. And it's like, yeah, it's scary, yeah, it's very scary. Yeah, it's fucked up. But think about it. You're training a bit of brain damage, but in return, you're about to become a way better fighter, because nothing pushes you more than pain and discomfort, genuinely. The times I've been the most productive in my life were times in which I was extremely uncomfortable. I was going through shit. There was a lot of pressure. That's literally been the best time periods of my life, because it's really motivated me the most to become the best version of myself. And that's super important, man. we gotta, experience pain. We gotta experience discomfort. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's not the most fun, but it is what it is. It's something that we gotta experience, man. So yeah, I know I'm gonna get a lot of disagreements with this, so comment down below what you really think about this way of thinking. Now, I've just built a Discord community for martial artists looking to dominate in competition. So link is in the description below, and I hope to see you there, man. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, and remember, my boys, stay active, stay busy, and most of all, stay hungry.